Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday morning. I hope your day is off to a good start. So I am probably one of the last people to receive my HomeWorx TSV. Sorry, Alfie is joining me today and he is laying right in front of the camera, very sweet, totally asleep, except he likes to roll. And right now he wants to roll over my tripod. So the HomeWorx TSV is coming up on the 21st, which is obviously this week. The TSV is the today's special value over on QVC. If you are new to shopping at QVC, they will feature what they call a today's special value, and basically that particular item is on a very reduced price typically. Sometimes there are easy pays involved, sometimes there's free shipping, sometimes there isn't. That just kind of depends. But basically it is the opportunity to purchase a unique item of whatever sort QVC chooses at a discounted price. HomeWorx has several TSVs every single year. This one is being done differently, so I need you guys to have your listening ears open. There is still a lot of information that I don't have yet. I don't know how much these are going to be. I don't know the price point. I do know that this is going to be an advanced order. This means that the candles are still in transit from the factory to QVC. I don't know where they are in that transit, but you guys are all at this point aware of the shipping issues that are going on, not only in our country, but around the world. So this is an advanced order. If you place your order on Thursday, it's not going to go out on Friday morning. I do not know the date that these are slated to ship quite yet. I have not received that information from HomeWorx. I do believe, at least I have my fingers crossed, that by the time that the TSV rolls around, that they will have a better estimate on when QVC will actually be able to ship the candles out. So do know that if you place your order for either of the sets, you're going to have to wait a while to get them. And I don't know how long. I actually just got my candles today. Takes me a really long time to get any shipments from the East Coast these days. Well, normally it takes a long time anyway, but it usually takes me a while to get anything that comes from the East Coast all the way out here in Oregon. And this time around, I unfortunately only have one of the two selections available to be able to share with you guys. I have a feeling this is due to inventory issues in terms of having the PR available right now to actually be able to send out. So far, all of these sneak peeks that I have seen from my friends, both on Instagram and on YouTube, are of this set that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, but there are two sets available, so it's a choice of for this TSV. Again, I do not know the price, so let me tell you what is in the set that I don't have. So the first set is called the Festive Woods, and by the way, this one does come with a one auto delivery, and that auto delivery, I believe, will be, it looks like, well, they don't have an automatic or an auto delivery date quite yet. So, but I have a feeling it's going to be next spring or summer sometime. So keep that in mind. That information should be available when everything airs during the TSV day on the 21st. So the first set, which is called Festive Woods, has Fraser Fir Forest, which I'm going to assume is just a classic holiday tree type scent. There is the Woodland Cranberry, which I'm actually quite excited about because I love cranberry scents. I also love tree scents during the holidays. And there's also a Frosted Mistletoe in here. I'm kind of I'm very curious about this set. So I will be ordering this set myself once it becomes available on QVC because, like I said, Homeworx did not have the inventory to send out both sets. So I'm gonna have to order this one, which means you guys are gonna have to wait for my thoughts, which kind of bummed me out because I really do like to give these a solid smell before I tell you guys about them, and I'm only going to be able to tell you about my thoughts on one of the sets right now. So I'm going to assume that the Festive Woods Set is nice and that I would enjoy it, and I'll just place an order for it, and I'll just have to wait for it like the rest of you guys. But what I do have here is the Festive Gourmands, and I was relieved, I was a little bit relieved that I received this set because gourmand scents are obviously a little bit more in my wheelhouse than the other scents necessarily are, so I can tell you about those. But before I show you guys the gourmand set here, I am going to tell you about the auto delivery. So you do have to, you don't have to get the auto delivery, by the way. You can select whether you do auto delivery or whether you just do the one-time shipment. So you don't have to get these other candles if you don't want to. There will be an option for auto delivery. So the scents that are coming in this auto delivery, and this is why I have to order a set because these are fabulous scents. Okay, mangosteen nectar, passion flower papaya, and starfruit sorbet. How perfect do those sound for summer, right? Which makes me think that this is probably going to be released late spring, early summer. I'm really excited about the passion flower papaya because I had a Homeworx, their like scent plugin thing, this Homeworx plugins, you know, the ones that they don't really work very well in my house, to be honest. I use them in our downstairs powder room. They work great in there, but they only work in a small room. They just don't have enough oomph for my liking. So that passion flower papaya was one of the fragrances that I had from a set that Homeworx sent in PR earlier this summer. I loved it. I loved that scent, and I was waiting for it to come out all summer in a candle, and it turns out it was gonna come out this next summer, it looks like. So really want the candle because it's such a delicious scent, you guys. Now in the past, QVC has offered up, and this might be because people have canceled their auto deliveries, or I don't know exactly why, but they have had the auto delivery available by itself. The price is different though. So with this, you're locking in the TSV price for that advanced order. So, and I do not know what candle pricing is going to be next spring and summer, by the way. My assumption is that prices are going to continue to rise. That is something to keep in mind. The cost of things are not coming down right now. I don't anticipate costs coming down for probably another couple years if they're going to. So I know I hate to like put in depressing things when we're talking about an exciting TSV here, but I do think it's worth a mention. So that is the information that I have in the email. They come right out and say, hey, everything is produced, but shipping is slow. And Homeworx is unfortunately another one of those victims of slow shipping. So, however, let's talk things that I do have and that are quite delicious. We're gonna start with the candles. Okay, first of all, I have to admit, when I first saw the design on the glass, and hopefully you'll, it's not really easy to see on the white, but maybe you'll, okay, here we go. You can kind of see it a little bit better on this pink jar. Harry designed this particular candle jar with the windows from his New York City townhouse in mind. So I think he actually posted about this on Instagram. These are the same types of windows that were in his townhouse. I don't think he actually owns that townhouse anymore. I think I read that it was sold this past summer. But yeah, so the windows are on the top. They're kind of curved on the top, and then they go around the entire jar. There's no label on the front of the jar at all. You just get your label on the bottom. But I have to admit, when I first saw this design, I was like, Oh, I don't love that. And it is not my favorite glass design. For me, I think last year's TSV, like that ribbed jar that he had, was stunning. Loved it. Probably my favorite. My second favorite style of jar that Harry does is that hobnail. I love that hobnail glass. It's so classic. It's so elegant. Now that I see this in person, it has grown on me a little bit more. It's still not my favorite, but I know a lot of people are loving this design. So it's something different, and it just gives kind of that like New York City during the holidays type of vibe. The glass feels nice. It feels pretty weighty. It's fairly thick, which I think is good. I've heard from my friend Brett Parker, that these are pooling out very quickly. He has actually had a chance to start burning his. I have not started burning these yet. I will be doing that starting probably actually later on today and then into tomorrow, and hopefully over on Instagram. If you're not following me there, it's MrKongsMom. By Thursday, I'll be able to let you guys know about the strength and the throw over on Instagram, so make sure you follow me there. Okay, well, let's just start with this scent while I have it up here. So Raspberry Coconut Snowball. I really like this one. I like it on cold sniff. I obviously do not know how this is going to burn. These scent notes are fresh raspberry, toasted coconut, and angel food cake, along with vanilla bean. Now, this does not scream holiday to me at all. The scent itself, I think, is actually more of like a spring summer type fragrance. I tend to not love fruity scents during the holidays unless it's pomegranate, unless it's cranberry, you know, those typical like late fall fruits. Raspberry I would very much consider a summer fruit, but I love the way this smells. It smells really good. It is sweet on cold sniff. It's not cloying. That raspberry is very nice. It is more of like a candied raspberry versus like a super fresh raspberry. I do get coconut in here, and I do get that angel food. It's sweet, you guys, but it is not disgustingly sweet at all. That vanilla, I think, adds like a nice creaminess to this and makes it not be too like in your face with the raspberry. I like it. One thing I noticed that I was like, wow, these wicks are insanely long, you guys. Do you see how long these wicks are? These are, I think, the longest wicks that I have ever seen from Homeworx, like straight out of the jar. I will not trim these. I'm gonna see how they go with just lighting them. Brett said just light them, don't trim them. So I'm gonna listen to what Brett says. Thank you, Brett, for the advice. Okay, next, let's talk about the white jar. My favorite. Stop. I would get this just all by itself in a duo time and time again. This is so basic, you guys. This is not fancy, but this is a delicious. Ready? Iced buttercream. That's it. No, there's some notes in here. Whipped buttercream, fluffy marshmallow, vanilla bean, and toasted macadamia. Ugh. You do get that like macadamia. It is a creamy nuttiness that is just to die for. You get that classic, just, it's like wedding cake icing. This smells like wedding cake icing to me, you guys. Well, I'm not currently. I was a wedding florist. I've been to a ton of weddings, and I smelled a lot of cake. That classic buttercream, like white buttercream icing that comes on a lot of wedding cakes. It smells to die for. It is heavenly, and that is the type of buttercream note that I get in here. I do get that marshmallow note as well. I actually just made Rice Krispie treats last night, and I love that creamy, fluffy marshmallow note. It smells very authentic in here. And then again, that vanilla bean to just kind of round it out. And I mean, vanilla goes great with a lot of different gourmand scents, right? So pop it into whatever you want, and it just kind of smooths things out, makes them creamier almost. This is creamy. This is delicious. If this performs, oh man. I'm already thinking about ordering a set of this as well. I really shouldn't, because I should be saving what is left of my candle budget to buy whatever else is going to come out from Homeworx for the rest of the year. But I really love this Buttercream scent. I love this scent. I've said before I would love if Harry would do like a Scentsy type thing where you could have like a Homeworx club where you could always get your favorites. But I don't know, Homeworx does not create their own candles. They use a factory and they obviously give them the recipe and whatnot. But like if Harry like made his own candles in-house, I would so pay for that service, because that is going in my new top 5 for Homeworx. Some things are going to have to get the boot. I don't know what yet, but I love that Buttercream. Now, let me tell you about the one that I'm a little nervous about. It's this one. After smelling it on cold sniff, I think it might actually be okay, because this has something kind of unique in it. But you guys, this is Caramel Toffee Swirl. As you know, Harry's caramel scents are not always my fave, because they tend to smell really heavy, and to my nose, a lot of times they are very cloying. They are just too sweet. It's like, I don't know, they almost make my teeth hurt. And they have that like burnt, a lot of them have that like burnt sugary type note. It's almost like the caramel went slightly too long, like when you were making it, and it got just like that kind of overly sweetness going on, and I don't love that. But on cold sniff, this is actually one of the most enjoyable caramel scents that I have seen Harry do, so I will give him that. So the notes in here are kind of funny, because the first note says Caramel Toffee Swirl which is the name of the candle. And then the second note is buttery caramel, English toffee, sweet clementine. There's a citrus note in here, you guys. And then there is, once again, vanilla. It doesn't say vanilla bean, it just says vanilla. This citrus really balances that, that super sweet toffee, and especially that super sweet caramel note beautifully. At first I thought clementine with caramel. Oh no, you guys, it works. It does. This works. It's not my favorite out of the 3. I will say that straight up. But I do not dislike this. And I immediately expected this one to be like my, I don't know, do I really want to burn this? I do. I actually want to burn this. In fact, I think I'm going to light this one up first, because I am the most curious about what it smells like when it's burning. The vanilla in here is, it's not quite as creamy. It's more of like the vanilla extract without the, like that alcohol note that you can sometimes get with a vanilla extract. It's just like that pure vanilla extract. It's not like a whipped or a creamy vanilla like it is with these other 2. It's more of just that pure vanilla extract note. The clementine, it's a nice light citrus. You can smell the toffee, you can smell the caramel. It's a really nice balance of like all 4 notes, equal parts each. And it works. It does work. This jar is kind of a nice amber color. It's cute. It's a cute color. It gives me some fall vibes, which I guess makes it appropriate to burn now. And they were nice enough to send out the matching reed diffusers, which I really enjoy. But again, once again, I'm going to tell you guys, these reed diffusers are not going to fill your house. If you have these like in a bathroom or a bedroom, they're great in those areas. You're not going to be able to stick this into a 2-story entryway like I have here, or even a large living room like this one. Alfie. You're not going to be able to smell in a room of this size. It's going to get lost. I'll just be totally honest. But they are great for bathrooms, and they are great for guest rooms. I actually also have these in our closet, in our master closet. We have a really nice walk-in in there, and whenever I walk in, it's so nice because now it just doesn't smell like a closet. It smells really pleasant when I walk into there. But anyway, so I do love the idea of getting the reed diffusers, and they do come in a set of 3, by the way. Once again, I do not know the pricing, but you do get all 3 together. And I love the idea of grabbing a thing of the reed diffusers, an order of the reed diffusers, and an order of the candles if you are getting into that gifting mode, and then pairing these together in a gift bag. I just think this would be a very sweet, very pretty, beautiful, unique holiday gift idea for a teacher, for your nail lady, for your neighbor that shows up with a Christmas gift every year to your house, and every year you're like, oh shoot, like I know she always does this. I need to like have something set aside for her. I finally did that this year already, you guys. I got the neighbor's holiday gift ready to go. Because she is at our doorstep on December 1st every single year. And every year I don't have something ready for her, and she's so nice and so sweet to us. And she always brings me tons of tomatoes, and I always make floral arrangements for her. But I am terrible about remembering that she's gonna show up at my door with a really nice fruit basket. So this year for her, I'm gonna do something like this where I can just grab really quickly. Actually, I would wanna pair the caramel toffee swirl with the caramel toffee swirl. So something like this would be a perfect gift for her, right? Not these two, because I'm gonna be enjoying these myself, but I'm totally thinking about picking up a set for holiday stuff because Stella's teacher, there's always people that I'm like, oh, I forgot, you know, so something like this is perfect. You can grab it from like a gift closet, put it in a bag, send it off. You know, it's a nice gift. Somebody will really enjoy that. So overall, I do give the TSV a thumbs up for sure. I wish that I would have had the other set to be able to review for you guys. I'm sorry. As far as I know, I don't think that I've seen anyone posting about the Festive Woods set quite yet, so I'm not sure if any of that has made its way over here yet. And maybe this was what arrived with the first load, so this is what we got. A big thanks to Homeworx for providing these samples for PR to be able to share it with you guys. And as soon as I get the other set, I will definitely still be reviewing it. The TSV will be long over by that point, but usually there is some leftover stock that remains on hand, so you may still be able to get it at that point. It will not be the TSV pricing, obviously. So let me know if you have any questions down below. If by the time that I upload this video on Tuesday morning, if there is a pre-sale available, look in the description box down below. I'll put a link and you can get your pre-order in. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.